I guess it's time for a little bit of Zwifting this morning. I'm tired, but well rested. We're on it today. I don't really know, I just want to train indoor for a couple of hours today. And then tomorrow I'm going to go out. Yeah, again, we're at like 40-mile-an-hour winds. It's just too dangerous to go out, really. Like, especially in Norfolk. And it's one of these things where the winds can just go and cross you. And it just can really throw you off from gaps in hedgerows. So I think it is actually really important to talk about something today. So let's say nearly 2 weeks ago, I did a video on, what kind of limitations I'd put on myself with big rides. And I'm seeing now that, like, I seem to be probably one of the very, very few only ones not going out and doing big days. We're allowed to exercise as much as we want in the day. I think, for me personally, with some upcoming challenges, I am going to start making my days a little bit longer. With what I have planned later this year, I really need to be getting some big days in, really. And it's kind of, I'm seeing John, who started riding a bike 2 months ago, doing 200-mile bike rides. Susan smashing out, 150s. And I'm sitting there thinking, wow, actually, if there's one person very equipped to do this, it's me. So I'm going to start extending my time out on the bike a little bit now. It's soul destroying how slow my laptop is. Really? Oh, we loaded in. Nice. Nearly done, got about 10 minutes left. Feel really good. I needed this. Feel like I've just sweated out so much crap. Look at me. No chance. What am I eating? Frozen fruit, protein powder, yogurt, a little bit of granola. Not the lowest calorie thing, but after a couple of hours on the bike, yeah, that's okay. My issue since lockdown is not really getting enough protein in. I'm happy to sit and snack all day. I just keep missing like protein targets each day. So I've decided to be a little bit better now. And as of next week, really get into seriously eating a lot better. So today I wanted to talk about roll pack. I get asked loads about why I use a roll pack instead of a saddlebag. Well, to be honest, there's a few reasons behind it, really. The first thing I want to talk about is convenience. My roll pack just sits on the front nicely. Then when I need to get it off, it's not a faff. It's literally bang, bang. 2 clips and it's out. Fantastic. So one side opens both sides. I have my sleeping stuff. Easy. Even though it's not in there now. The other side, I'll keep spares and I'll also keep all my charging stuff as well. Wall charger, that kind of thing. Boom. And it just makes it very organized and very convenient as well. Also doubles as a pillow if you're ever bivvying on the side of the road. And it just makes it convenient, even if there's a lot of hotels which don't allow you to have bikes in. So even if you're going to a hotel, you can literally have all your stuff in there, unclip, bang, straight to bed. You can also keep food in there. Boom, it's back on, we're ready to go again. What I love about it being in front of you as well, is you've got these straps here. So just say I wanted to take a TV remote with me on bike packing trips. Literally just pop it here, tighten it up, and that's nice and secure. Imagine if that was half a baguette. Perfect. So it gives you this kind of table to be able to do things as well. So I think that's a really, really nice idea. What are the disadvantages of having a roll bag? As much as I love it there's 2 disadvantages I find with the roll bags. So the first one being, you can see it's a bit of a tight squeeze because I'm using quite small bars and they're not flared. So if you're using a roll bag, I'd recommend having flared bars because it gives it more space inside for you to secure it. The next thing, it's not aerodynamic. You actually lose from some aero testing I watched a video on, Francis Cade, amazing channel on YouTube. He talks a lot about aerodynamics on one of his videos, and the roll pack actually loses you 7 watts if I'm correct. 7 watts is a lot. At my endurance pace, that's like 4 or 5% of my power. I'm not going as quick as I probably could be going. They have their uses, but also they have some disadvantages as well. that they are very easy. So the one I'm using here is the Pro Discover. I've been using that for used it in my last 2 races. It's just great. So I highly recommend using a handlebar roll bag, but bear in mind it's not the most aerodynamic thing in the world. But they're very easy, they're very convenient. One thing I do want to mention before I go, and what I really see as a big benefit with the roll bags as well, is the fact if you're not taking too much stuff, if you're racing, you want to be quick, it actually frees up the back here. So you've got enough space there that you might not need to take a saddle bag. So it means you can put bottles on the back if you want to. You've got more space for your lighting. It just frees everything up and it keeps it all really nice and clean. I'm not the biggest fan of using saddle packs, and I never really have been. And if you've watched previous videos of mine, then I actually try and keep everything more towards the frame in the front, other than putting on the seat at the back. I've always just found that you really need to set your bag up right to get it perfect with no sway. I've been in so many races and you go behind people and their backs are doing this and you're like, wow, look at that. So yeah, so I'm a huge fan of the roll bags. You know, I'll put the link to the Pro Discover one down the bottom here, and it is great.